Amazon or barnesandnoble.com. Here you can type in your most favorite book that you've ever read or the book that you just finished reading if you liked it. So One of Us is Lying. Let's say I just read that for March and I really loved it. You type it in. Again, it's really important that you know the author. So this is by Karen McManus, and that's correct. Click on it. And then if you scroll down, it will say, people who viewed this also viewed these books. So there's all these books that are similar by genre or books that people read, One of Us is Lying, but they also liked these books. And this is where I notice, oh, there's a sequel. One of Us is next. There's a second book. So I write that down on my list, but then I want to keep researching because I would suggest at least 5 titles before you go to the Louisville Free Public Library. Click on Little Monsters. Again, you read about it, and if it seems like something you're interested in, you're going to write down the title and the author. And all these continue. You can even hit this little arrow and it'll give you more books that people read. You can also search other books that you read, not just April. Let's say Tears of a Tiger. Again, make sure that you have the correct author. And here are other books suggested. Forged by Fire, Darkness Before Dawn, Monster, The Skin I'm In. You just can keep up doing this type of research to get at least 5 books. Once you have 5 books, I would make sure they're AR books. So you want to go to arbookfind.com. One of Us is next. Make sure that you have the same author. Notice this one is a different book cover. So as long as it's the same author as your research, then it is definitely, this one's an AR book. So you have your list of 5 titles. They're all AR books. Now you want to go see what you can check out at the Louisville Free Public Library. It's lfpl.org. The first thing you have to do is get a library card. So right here, it says get a library card. You click on it. And you can do an online application. At that point, they will email you a library card number in which you can use to get on and check out books. If you have a library card but you don't remember the number or you do not remember your password, you can get all that reset. So if you have a library card, like I had one but I couldn't remember my password, you go to ebooks next. So once you get your library card or you know you have one, you go to ebooks. Now I'm already signed in, but there'll be a sign-in key here. So if you have lost your number or you can't remember your password, there will be a message to which you can say, I forgot that information, and it will be emailed to you. So in your account, you have loans, holds, and wish list. I've only really played around with loans and holds. Loans are books that you have checked out that you were able to read. So far I've checked out The Way I Used to Be and We Were Liars. Both are AR books. This one's really popular in Jankowski's class. You can check out up to 5 loans, 5 books. So I have 3 more that I can do. So let's try to see if I can get One of Us is Next. You just go to search, type in One of Us is Next. Okay, there it is. Make sure that you look, 1, at the author, but that also it's an ebook. If it's an audio book, you'll be able to hear it, but you won't be able to read the words. So make sure you get ebook. Okay, so this one is not available right now. It says go to holds, read a sample. So you can always read a sample if you're interested. So I'm going to go to holds. Okay, so I put this one on hold. So it says that I'm number 14 and there's only 4 copies. It recommended, or it suggested 7 weeks to wait. I guess we'll see. But I have this one on hold and also have The Cabin on hold because that was not available either. So your holds are books that you want to read, but they're not available yet. And your loans are books that you have that you can read. Now, I'm going to search again just to show you. You search. Let's go to Loser's Bracket by Chris Crutcher. I'm just going to type in Loser's Bracket, though. Okay, it says Loser's Bracket, Chris Crutcher. That's the correct author, and it's an ebook. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to borrow that book. It's ready to be borrowed. Borrow. Now, I'm going to show you how you can start reading them. So once you really only need one book, honestly, in your loans, unless you want to read multiple books at a time. So I have Loser's Bracket, We Were Liars, and The Way I Used to Be that are on my loans. These are all books that I can read, and they give you a 2-week time period. I assume you can check that out again if you're not finished. I don't know. I have never used this before, so we'll see. So I can hit Read Now with Kindle or Read Now in browser. I have Amazon, so I'm able to read with Kindle. Read in browser is an app. It's called Libby. Here's Libby right here, this purple little girl. Now, when you first start this process, you may have to download her, Libby, in the apps. And once you have that on your device, you're able to read now in browser. So if I click Read Now in browser, it's using the Libby app. And there you go. There's the book. It looks just like a book would, but it is in e-form, which may take some of you some time to get used to. I've never read a book on the computer before, and I started, and it's tough for me. I like to hold a book. I like to turn the pages, but this is what's available to you right now that's free of charge, with us having to practice only leaving the house for essentials and social distancing and whatnot. We're not able to go out and physically get a book. You can always order one from Amazon, a used copy, if your parents are able to do that. But this is the first thing I've discovered to get you guys books that you want to read. If you guys need suggestions on books, don't hesitate to email me or text me through Jupiter or Remind, and I will give you a list of books based on that. I will say, though, if you want me to help you with the book, first make sure you're under your account so I know who's texting or emailing me. And then tell me the book that you just read or a couple of your most favorite books, and that will help me recommend books for you. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know. Bye, guys. Love you so much.